Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon and or Rising, and also Venus for the month of October 2019. Obviously, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate with you, take what does and leave the rest. Let's just start linking with the guides now. I'll link with them first. We'll pull then a few sort of tarot cards just to clarify some information, maybe go a little bit deeper, and then we'll pull some oracle cards at the end to sort of look at outcomes. So I'm just going to bring the guides forward now and ask them to shed some insight. I'm holding some Lemurian crystals here, so if you hear some sort of rattling, that's what that is. Okay, so what the guides are saying here, they're saying about how you need to be honest with yourselves. So if you have been maybe sort of neglecting to see or notice things, neglecting to understand what is in front of you, or maybe you're putting things off, but the guides are talking here about being open and understanding, connecting with the self and being truthful and honest with the self, even if that means a harsh truth, because I feel like something is ready to come up to heal here. Okay, so it's not to dissuade you or make you feel like anything is wrong. It is more to help. Okay, so try and be honest with yourself if there's something that's ongoing that maybe you haven't been looking at. They're sort of asking or reminding you here to pay close attention to what pops up that you have potentially been neglecting or haven't been as focused on, because it's going to really help you in this month, they're saying. So as I say, this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs in the month of October 2019. They're also talking here, there could also be confusion around the head and the heart space. So again, if you have been maybe looking at something very, very sort of persistently one way, it could well be that in the next 30 days or so, because we are obviously on the 1st of October today, the day I'm filming this, it's like there's a reshuffle of what exactly your truth is. There's a big reshuffle of truth. It's like, I feel like there could even be an upgrade in how you're viewing things, your intuition, how things appear to you, how the world appears through your eyes, but there's some kind of difference in how truth is being shown to you, no matter what happens. Because what they're saying here is that you're having an upgrade, but you're also viewing things differently as well. And I feel like there could be a point where you're not panicking, but sort of thinking, oh my goodness, everything feels so different. What's going on? They're just saying this is a sign of you evolving, and not to panic, but to embrace it, because it's needed. And again, like I said about the heart and head recalibration, it's like, it's because you're undergoing an upgrade or a change that is going to help you in the long run to determine exactly what it is that you need. Okay, so, and it's interesting because they've just said, don't forget the moral of the story. So I don't know if you've had significant sort of insights, truths, or other lessons that have been shown, but they're also reminding you that this could also be sorry, I don't know what that blinking is in the background. Am I going mad? Did you see that flashing in the background? Totally distracting me. Yeah, it's like, don't forget the moral of the story, because, sorry, I just had to see what that was, because I was thinking, is there a candle that's like on fire or something behind me? Because that would be a bit silly, wouldn't it? Yeah, so they're just saying, don't forget the moral of the story. So if you've been receiving lessons up till the last sort of 30 days, maybe longer, 3 months, they're saying, there could be a little test of what you've learned, okay? And again, this is not to scare, or it's just to say that you're due to undergo an upgrade, and that this is the remainder of the lesson that is due to be phased out, and that you have an upgraded version of your life on its way. They're showing me the Fool card as well, so it'll be interesting to see if the Fool card comes out. But it's like someone that is very free-spirited, that is just having a very heart-centered, focused on what it is they need. And embracing those things that you felt that maybe you haven't. It's like, I feel like your energy has been a bit protected the last couple of months, where maybe you haven't been as in tune with your heart, and there's been a lot of heart tests. But they're basically saying that this month is there's a huge recalibration coming, but it's like this month is easing you back into that heart-based feeling where you're returning home, you're returning to self, you're returning to the upgraded version of you, you're returning to your home. It's like they keep saying that you're returning to your home. Maybe you are actually literally traveling home. That could be a message particularly for someone, but I feel like it's more spiritual. I don't feel like this is I don't think it's as literal as they're making it out, but I mean, we'll pull some cards in a bit and see what they kind of mean by that. And they're also saying here that if you're seeing people that are maybe not as close to you, who are kind of not backing away, but it's like your friendship circle is maybe changing, that's a testimony to your growth, and for it not to hinder what you're learning, or for you to kind of view it as bad, because actually this is a testimony to your growth and what you're going through and what you've experienced. They're just saying fair weathered friends. So again, if you've had a hard couple of months and you know people haven't been around as much as you were expecting to be around for you, again, there's an upgrade coming, and just to surrender really, because again, if they really do care, then they will be there for the next leg of your journey, and if they need to be there, they will be also. We attract who we need to at the time. Not all connections last an entire lifetime, and that's mainly because sometimes our vibration, or we resonate at a certain level, and those people are not as maybe as needed, or not as much on that level. And so when people sort of tend to move back, it's in order for others to come forward, so that we are able to have people around us that are needed for that leg of the journey, or that part of the path. They're saying settle into it. So it's really interesting, because I've been trying a different technique with meditation, and they're just showing me the same thing that I've been doing. So I don't know if you guys meditate, but when you meditate, you kind of, obviously you're essentially allowing the mind to sort of fade and just to be in that moment, aren't you? Okay, and you're surrendering yourself, you're sort of resigning yourself, or you're allowing whatever vibrational frequency is around you. Sometimes, and more recently, I've been almost leaning into the energy when I've been meditating. So I'm leaning into it. I'm not surrendering. I'm actually deliberately following the music, or I'm tuning in directly to that. I'm leaning into it. And I tell you what, let's talk about changing the whole meditation scenario, because it's just so much easier. I would say that if you're not particularly used to meditating, that might not be great for you to do, but I feel like if you're used to doing it, try it out. But in this scenario where you're putting a little bit of weight behind it, in order for you to push through it, they're saying also there could be a bit of resistance here. Again, it's like there's a lot of birthing references here that I'm getting from spirit, almost like you're kind of at the final leg and you're pushing through, but it's like your environment that you come into at the end of this period, at the end of October, coming into Scorpio season. How do I want to describe it? It's like a flower that's blooming, and you can see it in all its glory. I feel like you guys are coming into a real powerful time. Something about your voice as well, something about you being heard and you knowing what you want to say. That could apply to a million different scenarios, but again, this is a general reading. Let's grab some cards and see if they can sort of give a bit more insight into all this. Okay, so Spirit, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs for the month of October 2019, what is it you can tell us, please? What is it they're going to be encountering? Well, first of all, I can't even shuffle properly, so that's always interesting. Smooth ride, hopefully. What can Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs expect What can they expect for the month of October? I did do a pre-shuffle with these cards. This is the Archangel Tarot card deck. Radley Valentine and Doreen Virtue. I can't believe I forgot her name. That's terrible. Okay, so Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs for the month of October, please, Spirit. What insights can you give us? What is it they most need to be aware of, please? Current energy. What did I tell you about tarot? What, the Fool card? What did I say? The Fool card. New beginnings. Okay, let me grab the book. Okay, we've got the new beginnings here, and this is Archangel Jeremiah, starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. Okay, now in this deck, you've got a family navigating through a mountain, and you've got Archangel Jeremiah that's standing over the mountain there. It's a really positive card, but it's like I'm seeing a lot of insight and truth being shared, and also a huge alignment here. But let me read from the book because I feel like it'll be really useful. You are being called to renew your dedication to your life purpose. Each day to your life has led you to this moment. Now it's time to review your personal history and make changes that will take you to a different direction. Archangel Jeremiah can help you evaluate the past without harsh judgments. Take up your new destination with joy and confidence. Situations where decision must be made will work out positively for you. Academic examinations, tests and legal settlements have favourable outcomes. It says answering a calling, finding your purpose, starting a new life, perfect clarity, unlimited opportunities. Archangel Jeremiah is the angel who helps with life reviews. If you're seeking to take stock of the past and how it might relate to your future, you can call upon Jeremiah for insight. Ask him for detailed steps you can take that lead to successful changes in your life. What an amazing card. What an amazing card. Let's see what else came up here. Interesting. You've got two knights here. You've got Knight of Swords that's very fast paced, very fast moving action. It's talking about moving quickly, okay? Choose logic over emotion, sudden changes. We've also got the Knight of Cups, romantic, dramatic, poetic, introspective, committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. Okay, so these two cards, I was guided to pull them like this and place them down like this, and to place this card in the middle. Okay, now, hello. In the middle is a Three of Swords, okay? So this is typically something that potentially you're phasing out or could be associated with a disconnect, loss, a little bit of an emotional rebirth. It says, release the past, you will grow from this situation, time heals all wounds. So it could be that in order to take this new direction, that the past has to be released, okay? But when you do, you've got very fast moving action, and then you've also got a potential other heart-based new opportunity coming in, okay? So it's very much kind of validating what I've said previously, but it's like they want you to take stock and understand that not everything that you're leaving in this stage of your life needs to come with you, okay? In fact, not only could it assist if you were to let that person or let that situation go in your own favor, it could also help them as well in their path. And what spirit is saying is that there's other opportunities here that are going to assist you in much more than the situation you're in. And to don't fear change, because it's very good for you. And to confirm that, I've pulled the Sun card. What an amazing card. One of the best cards in the deck. So if you are resonating with this and you're really putting off something because you maybe don't want to leave that stage in your life, this is the outcome, okay? If you do take that leap of faith. It's saying life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. So again, this is the second time they're referencing about the thought processes here. So it could be that you're in your heart space and that you don't want to take the more logical steps, but and leave something behind. But actually, if you do, a new renewal and a new part of your life is going to be starting that is going to really bring you a lot of abundance and a lot of a spark, something new that is needed. It's like a match being lit to a candle. You know, that match, I wouldn't be surprised if the Ace of Wands comes up here. I'd laugh if that was an Ace of Wands. It's not, it's the Knight of Wands. Yeah, it's basically really trying to encourage people to have their own faith. And I feel like this is a bit of a lesson as well in faith, because it is hard sometimes to really leave something behind in order to sort of gauge and grab the new. It can be very difficult, especially if, you know, you aren't a fan of change and you prefer the sort of the way things usually are, you know. It can be very difficult to sort of embrace that kind of thing. So Spirit are basically affirming that step is a really important one to take. And I'm just having a quick look at the card. I think it is Wands. Tarot cards. Doreen. Okay. So we're going to look at the Knight of Ariel. Okay. And the card itself says trustworthy, understanding, devoted, funny. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind. So you also have Spirit here that is validating that you have Spirit's backing as well. So again, I keep seeing Spirit handing someone. It's like a baton. Again, it's that. It could be the Wands energy. But it's like almost like a relay. It's like someone's handing a baton over in order to give that spark back. You know, it's to, when you move on to your next venture, your next leg of your journey, it's like someone's lending you that spark to build on, very much like the Ace of Wands. Yeah, I think it is. Bear with me 2 seconds. Sorry, guys. I think Ariel is Wands. I do apologise. Just need to get this clarified. No, it's not. It's Pentacles. Okay, good job I checked that. I always get those two mixed up. For some reason, I want to say that Ariel is always Pentacles, but it's not. It's the pink cards are usually Pentacles. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles. So what this is saying is this is a solid offer that is practical, secure, grounded. And again, this could, in fact, it feels like it's multifaceted. This could be part of your overall path towards a goal that you have. Could be money, a solid venture that you're starting that is going to manifest a little bit more solidly as time goes on once you take this first step. But it could also be a commitment as well. Someone making a solid commitment that is not quite mature enough, not as the same as the sort of King, but it's still a valid offer. It just means it could take a few months to materialise. Okay. Let's see. For Gemini, October 2019. October 2019, Gemini. What else can you give us insight into here? What else can Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus expect to see here or experience in October 2019? What else? Gemini, October 2019. Other messages, insights, please. Just getting a message through here and trying to... If you find some restriction or something that is not a barrier, but it's like you know, maybe funds aren't there, or you can't quite make, you know, bring it to fruition. It's like, again, give it a few months, because it could be that this is the first early parts of a project or first early parts of something. And again, like the previous card said, you need to plan a little bit in order for it to really grow. Okay, we've also got here the King of Wands. This time it is Wands. And it's talking about a fire sign here. Could also be someone else that you're interested in. Maybe that person's in a third party scenario, because the King of Wands is usually someone that is taken. And if that isn't the case, then this is a fire sign potentially. Or someone who is very driven, kind of a strong leader type energy. If this is not you, it could be if maybe you're cross watching the video and this is for you. Again, this could be someone that's helping you in business. This could be someone that's actually laying the foundations for you, or giving you that creative input, or you're affiliating with them from some kind of creative project. It says, keep your eyes on the big picture, leave the details to others, experience that leads to success, a genuine concern for others. So again, if this isn't love, it could be that someone is assisting you with some kind of work project that is going to bear fruit in the future, that is going to make an impact. And again, with that barrier I mentioned, it could be that this King of Wands is stepping in maybe at that point in order to, oh my goodness, look, and we've just had the Queen of Wands now, so we've now got counterparts. So again, this could also be a love scenario. This could be a divine union here. You could be not together at the moment but want to be together. This could be also a fire sign, female or male. Again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But they're drawing my attention to distance. So I feel like you guys could be at a distance from each other. It says you can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. So it's like, Spirit just saying, it's like you guys are sending out some kind of signal to one another here that is driving the other one to you, or driving the other one home. Yeah, look, King of Wands again, literally again. And also the High Priestess card now has come up. Now this is usually either this isn't public, this union, or this is maybe something that's being hidden, or in terms of you guys are maybe very romantically interested, and either it hasn't gone public, or the person that you're very interested in hasn't made it known how they feel, but you know deep down how they feel. But it's like Spirit is saying this is a divine union that is going to be coming into fruition. But the best laid plans always take time. Don't give up. So if this is you and you're sat there going, yeah, but when is this going to happen? You've got the Sun card. That's amazing. Now, this could also be children. It could be that you guys are actually going to be building a family here. But the fact that you've had the Sun twice, it also leads me to believe this is divine union. The Sun is usually the masculine. So it could be that, again, in this month, he's starting to awaken and he's becoming more. I'm going to take it as it resonates. You know, obviously, maybe you're female and you're the divine masculine, or maybe you're watching this now and you're male and you're the divine feminine. Just take it as it resonates. We're not sort of basing everything on traditional sort of gender stereotypes, etc. So, and obviously I hate labels. So, but in order for me to communicate, I have to utilize them where I can, and I just don't like using them because it usually tends to sort of limit the energy. But unfortunately, I have to for communication purposes. They're showing me there's something about the fact that I've pulled the Sun card twice. It's like, if you're feminine, if you resonate as the divine feminine watching this, and this up till now has resonated with you, you need to get more into your masculine energy, because there's something about this Sun energy. There's something about this Sun energy, especially because it's come out twice. This could also be coming in quite quickly. So it could also be that if you do start, if you've sat and thought about this and thought, oh, I'm very passive, and I don't tend to sort of, I don't take the wheel. I'm not as dynamic as, I know it's stereotypical masculine energy, that kind of a thing. But I don't stereotypically take the wheel. I'm a bit more laid back with it. I feel like if you start recalibrating to that energy where you are more masculine and you are driving this forward, it's like things are going to happen quickly, because we've got the Knight of Swords here, and it says strong, committed, intellectual, diligent, time to move quickly, choose logic over emotion, sudden changes. Also, if you have been not talking and you know that, so I've got to be careful. I don't want everyone to sort of be saying, you know, acting on this and it doesn't resonate with them. But I feel like if you guys haven't been speaking and there's been an argument and you guys haven't spoken, but you know you've also got equal responsibility to take, I feel like you potentially maybe make the move to apologise. Now that's going to be massively controversial for people listening to this, going, are you joking me? Like, he did X, Y and Z to me, or this, that and the other. If you are in a divine journey for twin flame union, that I'm not going to lie to you, that is not kind of the attitude that is going to bring the union, because this is supposed to be about learning unconditional love. And if you're not even able to apologise, or if they're not even able to apologise, we haven't even got past an ego based energy. So this is not going to you know, apply to everyone, but I feel like someone's being a bit egoic here with how they're dealing with things, and it's like someone's blocking it's like someone's blocking what the energy of the sun. It's like the sun shines and illuminates truth upon everything, and no shadows can survive in the sun. You know, the darkness is always illuminated from that kind of light, isn't it? So what is it that you aren't seeing? What is it they're not seeing? There's something about this that needs to be uplifted a little bit and changed up in order for this to kind of happen fairly quickly. Okay, so we've also just pulled the decision card. Okay, so this is the decision card. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, goodness me. Yes. Right, let's see if we can... Right. One sec. I want to give a bit more information on this. Okay, so this is the number 15 card, Archangel Jale. Release yourself from that which holds you back. Again, it's clarifying what I've just said. A need to detox, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. And don't forget, the sun is very much about that kind of focused confidence, okay? Yeah. It could, see, this card, I think, is actually, let me read it from the book, because I feel like I need to give you guys a bit more information on that card. You are being called to break free of anything that is holding you back. Archangel Jale can help you release any feelings of helplessness or fear that are creating a sense of entrapment. The good news is that the limitations that you perceive as hindering your progress are self-created and therefore can be uncreated. You can free yourself with the help of God and the angels. Negative thinking keep you from moving in the direction of your heart's desire. Ask Archangel Jale to keep your thoughts flowing in a positive direction. Allow your spiritual wings to carry you away to the life of your dreams. A focus on material possessions, overspending, and need to detox as lack of self-confidence, unnecessary worry. This can also be codependence, fear, ego-based, attachment, slightly low vibrational, outdated beliefs, where possessiveness, it could be that. So again, if you're experiencing that in this connection, or even generally in you know, around you as sort of your life develops, it's like I want to detach from the rat race a little bit here, rather than buying into it and sort of keeping that energy going. Yeah, they're talking here, I've got the 5 of Swords here, okay? So this is typically about sort of a bit, sort of a little bit argumentative energy here, a little bit kind of conflicting energy. Again, this doesn't have to be around love. It can be around work. It could be around friendship groups, family. But it's like we've got the world. So this is being phased out in order for a new cycle. But again, we need to sort of connect with ourselves a little bit here. We've got the Hermit card, Epiphany. okay, in order for that to really come into fruition. So as I say, just watch for how you're viewing things and how you're making your decisions, and what is it that you attract in. When it's like, we have to really recalibrate and balance focused efforts here, in order for the right things to come in at the right time. That's essentially what they've just said about that. Okay, so let's have a look at outcomes here. Can you give me some outcomes to the situation here? Outcomes for October 2019. Look, King of Cups. Okay, so if this is in a love scenario, this could be a person that maybe hasn't advised you of how they feel and that you've been second guessing yourself. Okay, but that this is to confirm that they do have these deep feelings. Am I going mad? Did you just see that light? They do have these deep feelings. As soon as I said that, the light went really weird. But it could be that they haven't actually communicated them yet, but the feelings are very much there. This could also be someone around you coming in to support and help you. It could be a family member, could be a male family member, could be a water sign, because obviously cups. So Scorpio, Pisces, or my mind's gone blank. Scorpio, Pisces, or why has my mind gone so blank? That's so weird. Scorpio, Pisces, and it's weird because my guy's just saying Libra, so that's, and they don't want me to correct that, so this is going to apply very specifically to someone. It's a kind of a bit of a hidden message that could be that this person's a Libra, but they're displaying, it could be that they're a sun Libra and a moon ascendant water sign, but the spirit just saying their cup runneth over. If you don't relate to that, and this isn't, you know, you aren't resonating with the love side of the reading I've given, it could be a caring, supportive friend that is helping you transition through this period, that is there and is going to give you some emotional support during this time. But it's typically someone that is fairly stoic, that doesn't reveal their heart, but they do have very deep feelings. It's interesting because we've just had the Ace of Pentacles here. So this is a solid, committed offer coming in. Okay, so if this is finances, you are getting some token gesture towards money. If this is career for you, that I've, you know, and these people that I've mentioned that maybe are coming in to support you with career, this is potentially a new contract. Okay, but if this is love, this is a committed effort that is coming to you, and it's the Ace of Pentacles here, so it's a brand new, solid, grounded offer that is not going anywhere. It's like that's the kind of energy that, you know, you can build up to a firm commitment with that. It says it's your lucky day, new resources of money, time or support, a change in job or promotion. So again, look out for those characters that I've mentioned, because this could, you know, this could also relate to those kind of people that are bringing this new contract in. So let's pull. I kind of want to go to these cards here for the Enchanted Map, which is Colette Baron Reed's deck. I kind of want to pull a few cards here to see what other insight we can get for outcomes. Let's just see what Spirit want to give us here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus for October 2019. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus. Something about Venus sign, or just something about the Venus sign there. It could be that the wait, one sec. They're just trying to give me something. Venus is about to move in to Scorpio in the beginning of October. Let me get a date for you. Thanks, Spirit. And there's something very significant about it for you guys. it's about to move into Scorpio, and it's going to go into Scorpio on, I feel like it's going to be in between the 6th and 13th, but let me double check this. Venus, when does move, sorry guys, Venus move into Scorpio? I feel like it's in between the 3rd and the 13th. Yes, October the 8th. Okay, so from October the 8th to November the 1st, this is for... Now, I don't know whether to say to you that if you have Venus and Gemini, this is specifically going to be for you. I feel like, yes, it will be. But there's something significant about October the 8th for you guys. When Venus is going, someone's getting engaged. Whoops, if you didn't already know. Sorry. Because the Ace of Pentacles can also be engagement as well. And how ironic, one ring circus. How ironic. Someone's getting... Now, I think I'm going to put a disclaimer up at the beginning of this video if you don't want to receive that insight. Someone's getting engaged. I want to sound sort of starting anywhere between the 8th and the 1st of November. Very ironic that it says one ring circus. I want to read from the book here. Let's see what it says. One ring circus. It says, independence is key now as you step into your journey today. Others may not have the vision or resources that you need. Recognise that all the wisdom that you've acquired along the way makes you particularly competent, capable of moving forward with assurance. Self-reliance is important. Another aspect to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries between you and another. Be discerning about your partnerships at this time. When you know who you are and have a healthy sense of where you end and others begin, you're able to enter into the best kind of relationships and will attract people who mirror back your wholeness. Interdependent relationships are always mutually supportive, stimulating and transformative. You can achieve anything at this time. It just keeps saying you are capable and confident. That's a pretty decent card. Again, it kind of mirrors the decision card that I pulled earlier with that being, you know, no attachment, sort of no, you know, no codependence, that kind of scenario. That it kind of mirrors that. So what's the outcome there for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus for the month of October? Oh, this is lovely. And it says ride the wave. Okay, so again, it's sort of taking things as they come now, because it's a 14 card. 1 and 4 is 5, which is the sign of change. Okay, and again, it could be that you guys need, maybe someone need a little bit of healing there, maybe emotionally, before anything can progress forward here. But heal the ouch. We've got an 8 and a 3, which adds up to 11, which is usually a twin flame number. And I'm gonna end it on... No, they're telling me to pull the Wisdom of Oracle. Okay, so we're going to pull some more cards here for the Wisdom of Oracle, which is Colette Baron Reid. Again, I do like her cards, I have to admit. Okay, insight please for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus for the month of October. Please, outcomes. Outcomes, please. Outcomes. Shuffle them a little bit more. Again, it's like if you're feeling barriers, or if people are setting boundaries towards you, it's like could be a little test to see if you're honoring them, because like that previous card said, when you know where you end and others begin, it's like there's a kind of powerful lesson in amongst all of that. This is a lovely card. We've got regeneration here. So something is very much being rebuilt here. And again, 6 and a 4, which is the number at the top of the card, adds up to 1. So something brand new, a brand new cycle is starting here. Okay, and again, we've got reference to sort of healing. It says clean it up. We've got a deer that's having a bit of a spring clean. It could be that maybe you need a bit of emotional healing. Your counterpart needs a bit of emotional healing. The situation needs a bit of healing. Or it could also be your physical location needs a bit of a spring clean or sort of autumn clean. But yeah, just to sort of recalibrate the energy a little bit, sort of bring something new into, because we've just had the autumn equinox, haven't we? About a week or so ago, maybe a little bit longer than that. So yeah, we just need some new energy here, and relax. Everything is going to be okay. Breathe. Okay, relax. Everything is going to be okay. That's from my guides to you guys. Okay. And again, the 9 and the 2 adding up to 11, which is a twin flame card as well. Okay, twin flame number. So guys, hopefully this has been of some interest to you. I'm going to do an extended reading on this, probably on the twin flame side of things. If this has resonated for you and you did want some more insight into the twin flame side of things within this reading, it's going to be £11.11. I'm going to put all the sort of different currency conversions in the description box. It will just be you sending via PayPal that payment and then emailing me to say that you would like to take advantage of the offer for Gemini's extended reading for October 2019. And then once I've received that, you'll be sent it between sort of 3 to 5 working days. Sorry, not 3 to 5 working days. That will be sent out pretty much immediately. I am also going to do an offer here that's going to be a £20, and again, currencies will be different based on your location. But if you do want to take advantage of that, it's going to be a 20-minute video reading for your situation, which will be filmed. And again, you'll receive that in 3 to 5 working days. 7 working days if obviously it is popular, but that's going to be £20. And again, it can be based on anything that you would like me to look into. So hopefully guys, this has been of some help. If it has, do click like for sort of to acknowledge that. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love it for you too. If you have, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. It's much appreciated. I'm going to be doing a video tomorrow for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus, and I'll see you then. Thanks guys. Bye.